Hi, my name's Teatum and I'm the Teatum part of Teatum Jones.
And I'm Rob Jones, and this is the Teatum Jones studio where we create our collections, and we're very lucky and excited that our collection Spring Summer 12, which is behind us here, is going into Liberty this week.
Rob and I both met doing menswear, but essentially we had a mutual love for womenswear, and I think we knew it was inevitable that we always wanted to start our own womenswear label. It was a case of waiting for the right person to come along and create a strong partnership.
Training in womenswear, and both of us working in womenswear beforehand and then working in menswear as well, gave us a really good balance for I think what we both wanted to do. We love the details in both forms, and what we're trying to do at Teatum Jones is fuse the two together.
Behind us is the SS12 mood board, Spring Summer 12 mood board, which is our first collection to go into Liberty. We looked at the female-male relationship in the 1950s, so the typical kind of films like Revolutionary Road, the book obviously by Richard Yates, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, really exploring the female psyche and how she felt in society at that time, and that's very much the way that Rob and I approach designing a collection. Rob will strongly take a music point of view, whereas I'm kind of in love with words, and it's a very filmic approach, and I'll almost write a treatment or a script and start to create a character, and Rob will start to compose a score. So yeah, it's a very filmic approach to the beginning of designing a collection.
Each season, once we've got that initial concept idea and what we're basing it on, I will then put together a playlist and create a score of hours of music that we will listen to in the studio on loop, and we will drape to and draw to, basically to get into the emotions of the characters that we're building. And I think a big key thing for us was that in 50s houses they've got a mirror. My mum has a mirror would have by the door.
Coiffing mirror, where you just set yourself.
If you've had a row with your husband, or you've been baking, or whatever you've been doing at that time, you'd always kind of compose yourself before answering the door, so no one knew. It's keeping up a front basically. So with these dresses, there's a lot of hidden details where we wanted to hide them in there, so that actually when people are kind of own a piece, actually when they take it home they're actually going to start finding these little hidden stories and elements, and that's I think something for us that we like to do, cryptic prints and like little stories in things. This is one of our Spring Summer 12 evening dresses that we called the Liberty dress. In this as well, we wanted to hide those kind of other dreams within dreams, so we have reflections aren't there, so palm trees are reflected in water that actually aren't there above the reflection, but these are only when you look deeper. And I think that the big thing for us is that we want people to take it initially as an evening dress, but then also look deeper and want to ask questions about things if you want to.
The April dress from our SS12 collection, which is actually going into Liberty, and it's a really good example of the way we think about how women want to feel and how they want to wear an evening dress that's very, very elegant, but also they have to feel very relaxed in it. And I think that's very much the Teatum Jones woman. So the drape was developed with the idea that it's a full-length evening dress, but it's cut on a t-shirt neckline. The drape is actually taken from the way you would wear a t-shirt over a jeans, but when you put your hand in your pocket, which is quite a nonchalant stance, shall we say, your t-shirt gets lifted up and you have this beautiful, very simple folded drape, and this is how we developed the April dress. Another signature detail that we incorporate into our evening wear is we cut with power mesh, and it's also to control drape, so we will do quite elaborate draping, which may kind of circulate the dress, but the inside of it you'll get sections, so it might just be the side of a woman's body and it's completely cinched and pulled in and very body conscious, and that's all controlled on the inside with power mesh drape.
We actually create sections working with the silk cutting to actually make you feel secure.
We often get asked who the Teatum Jones woman is, what's her character, and I think a good way for us of describing it is that she's very effortlessly cool. She will never be kind of strapped up, done up, zipped up. She's very nonchalant, and when she walks into a room, she wants to be wearing beautiful pieces. She definitely doesn't want them to be wearing her. And she's very much, she will turn heads. People will notice her, but she will never scream a place down. And she doesn't want her clothes to scream a place down. It's much more effortless than that, and much more chic.
We've just come into Liberty's today, to the second floor, to see Teatum Jones for its first day on the shop floor, which we're both really excited about.
Yep, it's really exciting, and it's quite surreal that it's finally here, but yeah, here it is.